Ladies and gentlemen, introducing you to this bout on our card here tonight. It is brought to you with thanks to CTBS with 3-by-3-minute rounds in the catchweight limit of 73 kilos. Introducing to you first, he stands across in the blue corner. Tip the scale, 72.65 kilos. From Brisbane, the River City, trained out of the CMA gym. Record to date, 2 fights, 1 win, 1 loss. This is Patrick McCarthy. Standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, weighed in officially 73.4 kilos. From the Sunshine Coast, he's trained out of the Crown Kickboxing Gym. His record also 2 fights, 1 win and the 1 loss. This is Randall Rowan. Referee in charge of the action is Mr. Chris Hay.
Ready? Fight!
Patrick McCarthy and Randall Rowan. This fight brought to you by CTBS. Head to CTBS for more. As immediately we're seeing Patrick McCarthy looking to bounce back and be the aggressor on the grappling side. Beautiful stiff jab, fantastic leg kick, and the boys are into it very, very early.
Interesting by Patrick McCarthy in his last bout on Beatdown, he threw at least 1 million left hooks.
Yeah, it was almost like the PlayStation game, hey, where your little brother only has the one move. He went to the well a few too many times, sorry.
Yeah, I think if his opponent, if Randall was to watch that fight, there's some pretty clear mistakes he could try and capitalize on, so I'm really excited to see if Randall's able to do it. I think that's a great option by Randall to try and get under that left hook, because you know it's coming, and throw the right hand like Randall just did, which is awesome.
Measuring each other, putting out some of these probing shots. I like the variety of those kicks from McCarthy.
Yeah, seems like McCarthy's trying to use his hands a little bit more, which is good. I think last time he was kicking so much in his last fight. Bit of a hesitant shot there by McCarthy, and sprawled on pretty easily by Randall. A nice knee by Randall while controlling the front headlock. And Randall's finding a home for that right hand over and over again. Smart fighting by Randall to take advantage of his opponent's mistakes. And another successful sprawl by Randall. Interesting that Pat McCarthy's decided to shoot so many times in this fight when he seemed to have no interest in the grapple in his last bout. And now Randall's finding a home for the right hand again 4 times in a row.
Oh, huge, isn't it? McCarthy looked stunned for a moment.
Yeah, great work by Randall to take advantage of these mistakes. He's obviously studied up and done his due diligence to make sure he can capitalize on the mistakes of Pat McCarthy. And this is where we saw Pat McCarthy struggle a little bit in his last bout, up against the fence and getting taken down. And Randall's doing a great job of keeping him pinned against the fence. A little bit of a mistake there by Randall, but he does a great job jumping back up. And Pat McCarthy's face is already starting to look a little bit beat up for...
Oh, yeah, and these will not help. That's some big knees and some big shots. Randall Rowan going to work. Oh, and a huge kick right there at the end.
Massive round for Randall Rowan. That's awesome work.
Referee giving him a hand up. I'm not sure that's kosher. I'm pretty sure the fighter has to be able to get up on his own accord, but... I won't tell if you don't.
I'm sure Randall will forgive him.
Huge round, especially the end of the round there for Randall Brown. We had to do our Beatdown Promotions replay. This fight made possible by CTBS. Look at the scramble ability. When McCarthy's going, he goes well. When he's on the receiving end, he almost worries so much about defending that's all he does.
Yeah, and it's interesting to me that Pat McCarthy's chosen to look to grapple in this bout. He's shot a few front on double leg takedowns now without really any angle or setup, and they haven't worked out for him. I'm certain Pat McCarthy's corner would have discouraged him from attempting the same thing again, because it was his undoing in the last round.
Oh, and straight back into it. Oh, reaching was McCarthy, and he paid the price.
Yeah, that was beautiful by Randall. Staying composed, pull, counter, and it landed clean.
Oh, you can hear it. Just that thudding. Just wanting to go for it is McCarthy.
Yeah, a great job by Randall. I think taking advantage of the fact that McCarthy really is only throwing single shots, and it makes it easy for Randall to pull and just move his head just a tiny bit away and just get out of range of that shot, because he knows there's nothing coming behind it, and then he lands a massive counter.
Yeah, 100%. So much of McCarthy's defense is reactive, not proactive, not moving his feet, not moving in when he needs to, not coming out when he needs to, not moving his head, keeping that thing on a swivel. It's really just trying to dodge in the moment, which is so difficult to do, especially when you start slowing down.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, and especially with someone like Randall, who's not afraid to try and close distance and really capitalize on those mistakes when he sees them. And good job by Randall to keep mixing up the stances. Hard for Pat to know which side the power shots are going to come from, with Randall switching between open and closed stances pretty comfortably. And Randall's doing an amazing job getting out of the way of these single shots by Pat McCarthy. Pat McCarthy really needs to look to try and throw a few more punches. The single shots are not working for him with Randall's head movement right now. A massive uppercut lands for Randall Rowan.
He's really found a home, found the range, and found the ability to put McCarthy against the cage.
And great work by Randall to not rush and get a little bit too excited as an amateur for that finish. He's really just letting the fight play out. And if it keeps going like this, I would say this fight's going to get stopped, possibly in the third round, with Randall the victor, unless Pat McCarthy can make something happen.
Oh, beautiful stiff jab down the middle. McCarthy's just got to use it. He's got to use it. He needs to throw more than one shot, which he's trying to do, but he needs those numbers. It's so hard to kick to get somebody off you when you're this close to the cage. Oh, beautiful. At least he was given back as good as he got. Rowan just seeming so comfortable. The shots seem to be doing an entirely different level of damage to McCarthy than what they're doing to Rowan.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. If you sat the boys side by side right now, one of them definitely looks worse for wear.
And look at that rear hand from that southpaw position. Just so versed is Rowan in. And knowing what to do from that southpaw position, knowing when to throw, knowing which types of strikes to throw. And like we said earlier on in the night, when you're a righty and you fight a lefty, you're used to just being jabs and hooks on that side. But the variety from Rowan is fantastic.
Final round.
Happy with that? Hey boys, don't cut your eye.
Doctor having a good old look at that eye. Doesn't seem to be bothering him. It's hard to tell. I mean, I'm not a doctor because I'll just say that looks great no matter what. And the fight is over. There you go. That's why I'm not a doctor.
Amazing work by Randall Rowan. That's a testament to the team at Crown Kickboxing. They must be super happy with that performance.
Yeah, 100%. You got the stoppage victory. McCarthy will be the first one to tell you that, man, he was always in the fight. I think his heart and his spirit was still in the fight.
Yeah, he really just did not have the, I think, the skill set standing up to be a threat to Randall significantly, and Randall was able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, and to that point, especially if that eye started to close up proper, I mean, if the skill discrepancy was that bad kind of there, it didn't look too great. With one eye, it's only going to get much, much, much worse.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get set to make this one official. Please put your hands together for both fighters in the cage here, and big thank you to Confidential Attacks Business Services, their sponsorship of this particular bout. Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor calls a halt to the contest at the conclusion of round number 2, heading the winner by TKO, and it goes to the red corner, Randall Rowan. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll grab a couple of words with our victor. A very polished performance tonight.
Just first want to thank my team. Oh, sorry. It's been a while. Yeah, I thought I was ready for this one, and I was hoping to probably finish it a bit better, but it's what it is. I'll come back soon.
But do you feel really comfortable and dominant in there throughout the time?
Yeah. It was most of the stuff I was landing was what we were working on throughout camp, so not much I really.
So congratulations. When will we see you back in action next?
I want to get one more before the end of the year at least, so maybe like October, November-ish, hopefully.
Right, we look forward to it. Enjoy tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There he is.